I'm Sarah Faraday, and today we're going to be making an amazing steak salad using some very simple pantry basics. I know right now sometimes it can be hard to source ingredients, but it really can be very simple to make a beautiful dish using just a few ingredients. So I'm going to show you how. I'm gonna start by making a simple vinaigrette. Now, it doesn't have to be this exact recipe. It's a very versatile thing that you can do. You can mix it up. But today, this is a classic vinaigrette that I'm gonna show you how to make. First, you're gonna take half a cup of olive oil. Now, I'm using red wine vinegar, but you can use sherry vinegar, you can use apple cider vinegar. It's really up to you, but I really like what the red wine vinegar does with the steak. It just pairs really nicely together, and the acid does a really good job of cutting through the fat. So it's just a couple tablespoons of your vinegar of choice. I'm gonna put some minced garlic in mine. I really love garlic flavor. And adding some Dijon mustard. The Dijon adds just a little bit of a creaminess to the dressing. You can use mayonnaise, you can use anything else, but I really like the tanginess of the Dijon and think it adds something really nice to it. I'm gonna add just a little bit of salt and pepper, just to taste. And then just whisk this up. And it really is just that simple. So what I really love about this dressing is it's so versatile. You can really use it with any vegetables that you have in your fridge. Today, I'm gonna be making it with bell peppers. I have some bell peppers in my fridge. Some red onion. So it's just a simple way that you can cut the bell pepper and make sure that you are eliminating waste. So we'll just set this vinaigrette off to the side and let the flavors kind of fuse together, and we'll go ahead and get the steak started. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this pan get nice and hot so that I can get a good sear on my steak. I'm just keeping the seasoning on it very simple. I'm just gonna do a simple salt and pepper because this vinaigrette is gonna add so much tanginess and flavor to it that I think a simple salt and pepper will be great. Now, a lot of people think of salt as actual seasoning, but I like to think of salt as more of like a flavor transmitter. So what it's gonna do is it's actually gonna take the flavor of the actual ingredient and just enhance it. Now that the pan is nice and hot, I think, let me test it. Oh. Now that the pan is nice and hot, I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil in here. And I'm gonna add my steak. You wanna get it nice and hot so that you make sure you get that really nice sear on it. I chose to use a top sirloin for this particular salad, but you really can use any cut. Flank steak's great. You want to make sure you're getting a nice crust on this, especially if you're like me and you like your steak a good medium rare, get a good crust on the outside. You're going to want to keep it on high heat and make sure that you get that good sear before flipping it. And for a steak this thick, maybe just a couple minutes on each side, it really doesn't take long. So while this is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and cut up the vegetables. This is such a nice and simple recipe, especially for the summertime. You know, it's a little bit hotter outside. You want something that's lighter. Now this has been on for a couple minutes, so we should be pretty good to flip. Yeah. And a nice little crust on there. Got that beautiful brownness on there, and this is going to be a really nice medium rare in the middle. Make sure to keep the heat high. And beautiful red onion, just has that nice color to it. I like to add as much color to my salad as possible. And doing different cuts on the vegetables, I don't know, it's really nice because you just get like a really nice different texture in it. I'm just gonna have some of these beautiful tomatoes and then rinse off some radishes for just a little bit of crunch. You wanna make sure that you're paying attention to the acid levels, the salt levels, the fat levels, and just making sure that you're having a nice variety of textures. It's really gonna make this really simple dish seem very, very complex. And that's it. So now, just like I said, a couple minutes on each side, and I'm gonna set this off to the side to rest. Now you're going to want to remember that it's really important to let your steak rest. What this actually does is it allows the juices to kind of marinate back into the steak, so when you're cutting into it, it's not flowing out. So let's put this off to the side. Okay. And then we're just going to assemble it. You can use spinach, you can use arugula. I really love to use a mixture of it. It just kind of adds to the freshness and the color of it, as well as the different textures that we were speaking about. Bell peppers, beautiful color. Just very simple, but like I said, just very refined and elegant. There's something about just a simple salad on a summer day that's amazing. Obviously, I'm a California girl. I love avocados. They're always a must. Adding a little avocado just adds a little bit of creaminess to the salad. Just delicious. Find them ripe and available this time of year, which is amazing. And then just nice, after we've let this rest, just nice thin slices. Very thin strips. And some amazing feta cheese. Add some salt to the dish. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add a little bit of red pepper flakes to my vinaigrette. I love spicy food, so to me this just adds a little bit of a nice little zing to it. And just top. Beautiful. And it really is that simple to make an amazing vinaigrette at home. Beautiful steak salad. It makes huge portions for the entire family and really is very simple, straightforward, and doesn't break the bank. Last step, top it with a little bit of Maldon salt. You get that amazing crunch, kind of a Pop Rocks effect. That's my version of a steak salad with a red wine vinaigrette. We have a lot of steak left over. You can make it into steak sandwiches, you can make it into steak fajitas. Drop your favorite beef dish below. Who knows, it might be my next video.